So today it's free practice, so it gives us an opportunity to get a feel for the car, ready for the weekend. It's also combined with taxi laps as well, so we have somebody sat next to us who's paid to experience what it's like to drive around the Nordschleife. It's a real privilege for us as drivers to be able to share it with them, but we also have some work to do in terms of getting the car in the right window, ready for the weekend. It's a little bit damp today, should be dry for tomorrow, but it'll still be a good opportunity to get our heads in the game and get ready for tomorrow. So it's not really the start of the weekend that we were hoping for. Ranko had an ABS failure a couple laps into his free practice session. Only made small contact with the barrier. He did well for it to not be worse. So not off to a good start, but it's better to happen today. We can iron out the creases going forward. The car will be fixed for tomorrow, which is the main thing. But I think our day is finished now. Car was good. We went out on wet, so it was still a little bit damp in some places, so we played the safe option and stayed on wet, but to be honest, it was probably better for slicks, but just for shaking down the car, it was perfect. Car feels good. Boys did a mega job of getting it fixed in time, so yeah, we're looking good for tomorrow. We'll see what it brings. So not really the start that we wanted this morning. It looks like the problem from yesterday in free practice has reared its head again. We fixed it, the boys did a great job. Sven's going to head back out. Fingers crossed the problem is fixed. If it's not, then we have a much bigger problem on our hands that we're going to have to deal with for the race. So a bit of a pivotal moment this in the day. Ranko did a really good job to manage it. It's not easy driving without ABS, so it could have been a lot worse. As I said, Sven's going to head out. If it's fixed, then we'll push. If not, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it was more of just a shakedown of the car again, really. We think we know what the problem is or was with the ABS. They found it on the data, so I went out just to make sure everything was okay, which it was, and now they're going to strip the car again and try and fix what they think the problem is. It's quite a tight turnaround for the race, so that's why we have to start now, ready to get it done in time. But yeah, not really the ideal start to the day, but it's all about the race. Qualifying doesn't matter as much for these types of races. It's 4 hours, so we got a lot of time to claw back what we lost in the session. But yeah, hopefully only up from here. We'll see.
Halbfinale der Nürburgring Langstreckenserie. Da muss die Entscheidung in diesem Jahr getroffen werden.
For the latest, or rather the last coverage of the season of the Nürburgring Langstrecken series.
Wenn, wie gesagt, die Temperaturen relativ niedrig sind.
Also ausgeprägtes Hin- und Herzacken.
So out of the right-hander at Galgenkopf, the leading cars are making their way through, still trying to attempt to get along with Ayanch and Goodman are the drivers there. And then the Door Motorsport entered McLaren. Still, literally the full width of the track is being used by some cars to make sure that tyre temperature is vaguely in the right area.
McLaren von der Motorsport, da weiß ich im Moment nicht, wer der Startfahrer sein wird, wenn wir gleich dann.
And the next thing is make sure you're through the correct grid hatchings for therefore a legal start, which everybody was, I reckon, as the lights on the gantry turn from red to green, and the final NLS race for 2024 is underway live here on RS1, part of the Radio Show Limited network of channels. It's very nearly three abreast for second position, but the Mercedes of Lucas Auer, his Landgraf car, has started very well indeed from the inside of that front row, the right-hand side.
The 19-year-old in Grello.
Terrific getaway, and as you say, yes, the Aston Martin's definitely under pressure. Group 2 gets underway now, and on the front row, on the outside of the front row, is the two Italians in the Cupra TCR. It's either Armando or Dario starting, and around the outside will go the white, blue and yellow car, battling with one of the Nexon Porsches, but the Cupra very nearly doesn't make turn 1, well over the white line, and trying, in fact, to utilise the Yokohama S rather than the full Mercedes arena. Oh, and the Cupra's sideways now as well. Absolutely no rear tyre temperature in that. I don't think that was a touch, but the Cupra is losing places hand over fist as now one of the VW Golfs tries to squeeze through, and the pole-sitting Nexon Porsche is already back to at least second position because the 410 all-green Porsche is in the lead. That's the Cayman from the V6 category. So for VLN production Wagen V6 cars,
it's about halfway through the race now. Ran quite a really good start, set a good pace. We had a bit of an earlier pit stop just to get us out of sync a little bit. Took a bit of a gamble on the strategy. Sven then jumped in and he's done a mega job. So we're sitting about P3 at the moment. I'm going to jump in about 5-10 minutes, probably take it to the finish. If not, it'll be quite a long double stint. At the moment, as things stand, the Porsche that we need to beat is second, so things are looking good, but we've still got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of work to do in the stint. So it's a good job I had a good night's sleep last night because I'll be in there for quite a while. So I'm looking forward to it, mainly just to get warm, if I'm honest. It's freezing cold, and yeah, we'll go from there. So.
That 6.3 second gap will still be 6.3 seconds, I reckon, as they rejoin the race. Incredible.
Yeah, 358.673, 643. Couldn't you?
So that's
close.
That's
Close.
300ths of a second difference, and that includes the first sector, by the way, as well. But to my mind, the pit stops took exactly the same time there, down to the 10th of a second. Yeah. And now It's 105.3 through the second sector, but he's got 6 seconds to try and find. But he doesn't have to do it all on this lap. He's got an hour and 23 minutes in order to do that, to close the gap and to find a way by that second place car of David Yarn.
So, da kommt noch rein Toby Goodman im 650er BMW M240, also 650, die Startnummer ist jetzt das eine, sagt man, das ist doch kein 6er BMW.
Ja, und hier warten alle genau auf dieses Auto, Olli, das möglicherweise das Unerwartete doch noch irgendwie hinbekommt. Die Tape-Streifen, da haben wir schon drüber gesprochen. Wir haben schon drüber gesprochen, wie routiniert trotz dieser Vielzahl an Autos die Arbeit hier vonstatten geht. Interessanterweise ist Philipp Leisten einer derjenigen, der genau bei der Arbeit gerade zuschaut. Philipp, es sieht ja gerade danach aus, als würde Adrenalin erneut Meister werden. Du warst selber 4-5 Mal involviert in dieses...
Ich bin vor dem Toby gefahren, den zweiten Stint.
Ich weiß. Wir waren ja schon ein paar Mal hier. Aber irgendwie verrückt, ne? Das Auto, die 651 unter der Bilsteinbrücke, das ist ja das klassenführende Auto. Kommt aber auch aus dem Team vom Adrenalin. Den muss man gleich irgendwie einfangen, aber das ist, glaube ich, im Rahmen des Möglichen. Am Ende werdet ihr dann Meister.
Ja, das ist richtig. Wir werden am Ende Meister, aber ja, es ist noch ein langer Weg. Wir haben noch eine knappe Stunde zu gehen und ja, wir müssen die anderen auch erstmal kriegen. Und ja, wir drücken die Daumen, können nicht mehr als abwarten. Toby macht einen super Job und hoffen, es bleibt so.
Wir hoffen, dass es spannend bleibt bis zum Schluss. Sehen die 649 Verdö.
Nur immer perfekt vorbereitet sind, dass ganz, ganz selten mal ein technisches Problem vorliegen wird. Aber diese circa 40 Sekunden, die man jetzt da noch aufholen muss, rein vom Fahrerischen her wird es schwierig sein für Goodman, das gegenüber dem 651. Ich muss mal gerade gucken, wer fährt denn im Moment? Albers fährt, ne?
In question for a little while, whether it be 27 or 28, but we are now on the final lap. 2 minutes to go until 4 o'clock local.
I've got on our fourth place car, number 6. Der Gesamtsieger zum Siegerpodium gefahren kommt. Da werden wir aber nachher uns dann in aller Ruhe drum kümmern, weil jetzt erstmal hier das Wichtigste des Tages ist dieses Fahrzeug. Die Adrenalin-Truppe rund um Matthias Unger mit Sven Markert, Ranko Mijatovic und Toby Goodman schaffen es doch noch hier mit einem erneuten Klassensieg den Spieß umzudrehen und die Meisterschaft zum 7. Mal in Folge für die Adrenalin Motorsporttruppe nach Hause zu fahren. Wahnsinn, Wahnsinn.
Ja, die letzten Meter für die neuen Meister entsprechend lassen sich natürlich hier feiern. Sven Markert, Ranko Mijatovic, Toby Goodman mit einem Wechselbad der Gefühle am heutigen Tag. Sichern sie sich den Titel der Nürburgring Langstreckenserie 2024.
Ding nach Hause gefahren und Pech für die Konkurrenz, Glück für uns. Das kann ich nur dazu sagen, einfach überwältigt.
Sven, ganz kurz, wie fühlst du dich gerade?
Ja, einfach Wahnsinn. Ich habe seit Jahren davon geträumt, seit wir angefangen haben und dass es jetzt erreicht haben und wir es geschafft haben mit den Außenseiterchancen trotzdem. Ja, einfach Wahnsinn, Wahnsinn.
Jetzt können wir bitte.
Motorsport Team Manhattan Wheels mit Sven Markert, Ranko Mijatovic.
So, at the end of the day, it all worked out at the end. So many times this year we thought we were down and out. After the 6 hour, after NLS 4, I think we had a lot going against us at certain points, but as a team, we never gave up. And a special thanks to this man here, to Chief.
Yeah, big shout outs to Connie,
This morning,
the man himself.
the car was in pieces. Yesterday, the car was in pieces. As drivers, I've always said we have the easy job of just driving the car in circles, but this man here has a hard job of managing the car and fixing the car. He knew exactly what was wrong with it, and he gave us the tools to do the job, not just today, but every single race this year. So, that's the man here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Just unbelievable scenes. Like, yeah, the odds were against us, but we still pushed it through, and yeah, in the end, won the championship.
Ja!
Und nochmal, Jubel, Jubel!
So proud of the guys, of the team.
Say some words.
Yeah, crazy. In the qualifiers, I didn't think about it, and it was crazy. We started the race, and I think crazy. I don't think about it, and then it was like, can we drive it to the end because the ABS problems, and it was perfect. It was crazy, and then LBS was going out. It was like, whoa, what? It's now reachable and crazy, man. To f it and win. Yeah!
Ooh.